Hello, this is Roland. Welcome. Today I want to tell you about one of my books, one of my favorite books, which I almost never talk about. I don't know why I should. It's called A Weekend with Einstein and Augustine. A Weekend with Einstein and Augustine. Exploring God's creative genius and finding love everlasting. How can I describe this book? It's a fabulous book. Let me break it down into a couple of things that you'll find in it. First of all, you'll find, I would say, at least 3, maybe 4 chapters on intuition. One of my favorite topics. I say that you've got to reestablish contact with your intuition and trust it. What do they say? Trust your gut. Okay? Trust your intuition. Well, you have to do that. You have to learn to do that always, in all things, in all matters, great and small, to look first to intuition. And in this book, I talk a lot about Einstein, Albert Einstein, very nice man. And I talk about how he made his discoveries through intuition. See, it was intuition. I even have quotes from him about it. See, he didn't make up the things that he found out. He discovered them. And he had an intuition. He had a hunch. And he followed it and followed it. And then he did some thought experiments. Okay, and those helped him to frame or to think about his intuition. See, the intuition is wordless. See, in the same way as, let's say, this example I always give, but it's a good example. You're taking a college course at night in a big city. It gets done about 9 o'clock. Now you're leaving the college and you're walking to your car. And to get to your car, there's a shortcut through a dark alley. So you're just about ready to walk down that dark alley to get to your car. But all of a sudden, you sense something is wordlessly warning you not to go down that alley. You just have a strong knowing not to go down that alley. So you don't. And you're safe. Who knows what was lurking in that alley? See what I mean? That's intuition. Well, so it's a protection, but it's also a guide. Einstein followed his intuition. People like Stephen Jobs, Mozart, Isaac Newton, okay? The great explorers, the great entrepreneurs, the great inventors. They had a hunch, they had a sense, and they followed it. Okay? So, first came intuition, a wordless knowing, and then came the thought experiments, and then he found math. See, he found thought experiments to visualize what he knew, what he already knew. He was just seeking to confirm what he already knew, and then he came up with math, and then he talked about it, and then sometimes it was years later that what he had discovered was finally confirmed through experiments. Okay? So, you've got to learn to follow what you know in your heart. So I spend a lot of time talking about people like, and I have a lot of quotes from people like Albert Einstein and Stephen Jobs. Okay? It's worth the book just for the quotes.